What I would like to see done in the West End is something that can bring the communities together. There's quite a lot of dependency on drinking in the West End, and it would be nice if that could be turned into something a little bit more positive. So maybe a little bar or cafe area that brings all parts of the community together, and possibly even a market on Yorkshire Street that's kind of old world, that will be very good for businesses and trades, and it would boost local economy.
Initially, I would love to see Yorkshire Street regenerated properly, having the cobbles removed from the pavement area, because that is deterring customers down to Yorkshire Street, and as a last resort get the parking put down the right hand side again in one long line like what we used to have. That's when we were busy, and that's when customers didn't have any problems parking, and smooth surfaces for old age pensioners in wheelchairs and everything else. Get rid of me cobbles.
I'd spend £1 million on a deprivation in the West End of Morecambe, on supporting children, young mums, old people, basically people who are in need. Support groups, workshops, helping them to learn how to cook basic cooking, kids parties that don't have anything, just basically whatever needs are out there to fulfil that in any practical way.
Right, I'd like to see more car parking around the fairground area. I'd like to
give the kids something to do instead of standing on street corners getting pissed up all the time and just getting into trouble. There's nothing fun to do around here.
I'd like to spend £1 million on a youth club. That happens every night.
I think the money should be invested in the youth from like 8 to 15, youth clubs, giving them somewhere to go, somewhere to congregate without being on the streets and corners.
Focus on the good parts of the West End, like the money that was spent on the playground at the end and the basketball court there for the children. It's traditional Morecambe, so there's lots of the traditional Morecambe buildings here, and hopefully that would then bring new businesses, which would then bring employment, which would then bring customers. So just by focusing on what we've already got, we could possibly make a big difference.
I once said if I won 77 million on the lottery, then I would build a new pier. And I'd put an ice skating centre on the back of it, and then when the children did well at school, they would get the vouchers for a free ice skating from school, and that would give the incentive to give them good schooling as well. And I'd really like this mess tidying up. Okay, and this is what I have to see every day of my life from my shop, so I'd like this tidying up as well.
There's nobody in it now, is it? Is it empty?
But this has been like this for approximately 7 years, and I think it's really gone, it's enough now. We need it really sorted.
I'd spend the Westend Million on regeneration of housing stock. Too many empty houses in the West End.
This is absolutely disgusting. This needs cleaning up. I mean, who is leaving all this rubbish and recyclable rubbish?